It's Madden NFL 23, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys, and it's coming up next.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and of course take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here and to open things up.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Jones. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Looking to throw. Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. A handoff, Barkley running left, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's Jones. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
We talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive with Vaughn, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 29, Prescott over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 1st down, they go back to Vaughn again. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Jones now on first down. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second and a couple, Jones got a man, and he hits him in stride. Yeah, the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Vaughn. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long for Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 69 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tristan Vizcaino for the extra point.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The New York set to take the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but We know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. Taken down at the 42. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones able to look. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
They can't read us straight up. Let's do this, man. We're going to be big time now. Get something together. Let's go. We're going to dominate this.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
(10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle, and they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. They're given 13 yards out on the play of 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle with Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, left side to Lamb. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. A run with Vaughn out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, a run with Vaughn. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 28. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They hand off to their big tight end. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. And he didn't get there. Now the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Let's go get it. Nobody else can make it. You make it work. Play a little aggressive, baby. I got you, baby. Let's go now. Let's go.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Jones throwing on first down. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Jones.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
He hit his first, this one from 38.
Gano's kick is good,
and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Going right back to Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll throw again. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Throwing, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. To throw is Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with the catch.
He's got everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Prescott yet again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now Jones, throwing to start the drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On 2nd and 10, Jones.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Prescott.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 12.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Good shot.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So the completion good for just 3, and it's 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Throwing, Jones. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jones. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for the Giants. And they've had some success on the ground, and with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Running behind center with Vaughn. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
It's all like Buckos. Come on. Once again, that's how we eat. Don't stop that moment. Let's do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Dak's going to keep it on the option. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On the ground with Vaughn. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
You know what we need, baby.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And that's going to tie things at 20. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 47 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. They juked him. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Barkley on the counter. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And with it, they have taken the lead. So they're able to answer back here in the 3rd quarter with a field goal of their own to move back in front by 3.
It's like watching a tennis match, isn't it? Who's going to be able to break serve? Is it going to be Borg or is it going to be McEnroe and one of their great Grand Slam epics? Go ahead and look it up, folks.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. From the 6. Alice gets set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They start the drive with Vaughn. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Play action now, Prescott. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Prescott now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And the Giants ready to come out now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, You don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Off the bootleg, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Off play action, Jones. That ball caught by Slayton.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Let's go, baby. They can't beat us straight up. It's game time.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Gano now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Let's go.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
To the air again, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Vaughn. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now out come the Giants. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's showtime, baby. Let's go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Let's go. Let's go right here.
Throwing Jones. To Barkley on the check down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 27, Jones. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darnay Holmes. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, No space to fit in the football.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 39.
74 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A first down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, Prescott. Buying time to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants, and that ought to just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Jones. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's go.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.